I can't believe I'm actually making a video on this, but here I am. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. I hope all who celebrate had a great Thanksgiving. Obviously not me because I am British. For this status update, I've decided to combine 1.0.14 plans with a look back on 2025 and my plans moving forward into 2026. So there'll be a lot to cover. Ooh, exciting. I know I'm like a day late, but shut up. Ignore me. Don't care. Baldi SpaceX Plus 0.14. Firstly, my plan is for 0.13 to be an update focused on bug fixes, balancing, and QOL improvements, quality of life. For real this time, this is something I initially had planned to do about a year ago, but the update ended up being focused on the tutorial, which I think was the right move at the right time. Now, more than ever though, I feel the game is in need of a polished focus update. This timing works out quite well too, as the stickers were with the last new feature I planned on adding sometime during the early access period. This means that once most existing issues take care of, there shouldn't be any new major updates popping in the future updates. So 0.4 team will hopefully be the only polished focus update that remained for the early access period. Timeline-wise, 0.14 can be expected sometime in February, similar to the last holiday season, which means at the same time of 0.13 and 14 will be longer than usual. In the meantime, though, I will still plan on pushing an update out to address some of the larger issues the bigger issues introduced in 0.13. I will, for example, be adding add stacking when the player has multiple of the same stickers, which will display a number next to the stickers that you have instead of just displaying all the duplicates individually. Not sure how I didn't think of that solution either. Good job, Mr. Man. 2025 review. 2025, all things considered, has been an incredible year for Baldi SpaceX Plus, possibly the best one yet. Major updates were mostly able to continue regularly in 2024, with some new huge additions such as levels 4 and 5, and the associated new level types and stickers. The game had gotten much needed. Just reviewing that link. Gameplay trailer, which seems to have brought a bunch of new players into the game, a few new players. With that in mind, I want to say a big thank you to everybody who purchased Baldi SpaceX Plus this year, and to everyone who continues to play and follow the game. 2025 also saw my trip to GDC. I need to. What is GDC? Okay, that's nice. Which led me to bring that Nairan Ramid. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. This amazing person onto being the project manager. Nairan has been a big help behind the scenes, and working with him is the most important thing that has changed this year. With this help, the road to 0.2 version 1.0 has been getting clearer and clearer ever. And once we find a publisher to bring on more team members, his work will become even more important. 2026 and beyond. As the year comes nearing its end, as I've been working on the game on the horizontal slice, I've been wondering considering how best to go with finishing the game. There's still a lot of work to be done, especially as well the access updates have been going, and I've realised neglecting to make meaningful progress on future development the stuff intended exclusively for version 1.0. Notably, I've been trying to complete the horizontal slice by the end of the year, and that was initially going well until I shifted gears to get stickers ready for the release of 0.13. I initially figured this would work well as I was already planning on a sticker functionality as part of the horizontal slice, but ultimately ended up slowing down progress a lot due to the fact that I had to ensure stickers were release ready, and in some ways they still didn't reach that point. So with that in mind, I think we are nearing the foretold development roadmap many years ago. The higher. Okay. This shows you the VR support, mobile support, and VR support. No, that's been crossed out. Okay. We are here. Okay. We are in the middle, and then obviously that goes down there. Major release. Second update hiatus. I'm not going to read all that. Recently, I started envisioning a pretty solid timeline for the rest of Half-Life 1 development. To go in order for that timeline to work, I'm going to have to stop doing the regular major scheduled updates. I don't want to take the steady flow of new content away from you, but for the sake of finishing the game, I think this will have to be a necessary change. This means that 0.14 will be the last scheduled major early access update, and beyond that, major early access updates will become so much sparse and sporadic, I guess. I may still occasionally release major early access updates, but during the early access development period when it makes sense. For example, if the new content makes sense for the early access happens to be finished, it may get pushed out as an early access update, but it will no longer be something I plan around. That said, I will still continue to post status updates approximately every 2 months. These updates will let's see a picture. Will not delve too deep into dev progress since I don't want to spoil things, but I will not be sure to leave you all in the dark, especially the update hiatus. So I hope I said that right. With that in mind, I will be making some changes to the Patreon memberships after 0.14 releases, since pre-releases and podcasts have become much less common. I am not a supporter, unfortunately. I appreciate the additional support I receive through Patreon, but please do not feel obligated to stay subscribed for a reason. Only do it if you want to do so. For example, what you can expect from the future status updates. Here's an out of context screenshot that was the second ever of the horizontal slice. What the hell is going on here? Hooray! Test. I can see now. Give me the apple, dude. Apple. Yes. True. He who dance with us. Okay. Is this this is really random. Have fun trying to figure out what the heck's going on in here. Teasers like this, maybe the general updates letting you all know that some things are moving along, but it's the most guarantee. This is from the status updates between spoilers and business stuff that might need to get made under wraps. It could be hard to find things to share, but I will, at the very least, be sure to not go silent for an extended period of time. Conclusion. I hope this is news to disappointing anyone. It's not, don't worry. This past couple of years have been a blast, but I think I'm ready to buckle down on wrapping up this project. This does not mean that it's being close to finish. There's still a ton of work to do. However, I can now only see the end of the light at the end of the tunnel, but I think I have a decent idea of how long it's going to take to get there. As always, thank you all for the support and patience. I'm blessed to have you all playing and supporting the game, even if things won't be as exciting for the foreseeable future. But I think 1.0 will be worth the wait. Wow. Okay, that's actually really sweet of Mistman. So basically, he's worried. Okay, right. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I know 0.1.0 will be. I'm so used to saying 0. Because obviously we're in 0. Well, thank you for watching. That is actually amazing. Thank you, Mistman. And I'll see you on the next video.